Ooh, we have a cave. Shall we go see if it's a aphids? Or go see if it's a Rat King cave? That's quite the little road network coming down from up north, which I can't quite get to. Whoops, passed it. Frog Mother. Ooh, Frog Mother. Even I don't want to mess with the Frog Mother. Apparently the entrance is not on this side of the cave. Not super happy about being anywhere remotely on the other side with all these swamps nearby. Naturally. The last side I check. The one closest to the Frog Mother, I think. Railroad tracks? Oh, that's right. We've seen this one before. Not what I was hoping for. Broken miner bot. Alright, not useful. Been so long since I've seen the Rat King. Be a terrible one to get for this run anyway, but cheap and easy way to get mutations. Just a whole bunch of them you don't want. All the question marks are the indications of a portal storm currently going on. My assumption is we'll eventually get graphics to replace the question marks, some kind of a symbol to indicate portal storm activity. A rename, huh? My atomic reading light? We'll, if it'll let me do a long enough one, we'll use my alternate name for that item. Combat knife. Actually, that I probably have to use the permanent marker. An item. Atomic reading light. It's a label. Probably gonna be too long. There you go. Portal storm, I should wait it out by eating cake. The cake is a lie, though. The cake is a lie. We're too far in. The cake is a lie and it's rotten. Oh, we had another rename other than that one? I apparently did not see the other one. How far back was it? Further back than my chat scrolling, we'll find apparently. Saline solution to saline problem. All right, that sounds fun. Saline solution. Is that gonna be the bottle of saline solution? Combat knife. Write down an item. I don't have any of the saline solution with me currently. I have my saline eye drops. Yeah, that's the only one I've got. So, I have eye drops. I don't even think it's in a bottle. Not indicating that it's got a container. Well, let me Yeah, I'm not sure what I can do with that one. Let me pull over for a second. Gonna force me to carry something. That's outside the bounds. All items, inventory, saline solution. Activate. Combat knife, right on an item. Plastic bottle of saline solution. Saline. You. All right, so we have. Whoop, what the heck? Oh, all right. So the solution is independent. I'm not sure if it'll let me actually rename the solution itself. Can't inscribe an item that isn't solid. Can I write on it? I'm gonna bet no. Nope. Can't do it to the solution. All I can do it is the bottle. Alright. Back on the road. Actually, before we go back on the road. Whoa! I already almost lost my mirrors. I haven't even... I think I hit, what, one boulder? One boulder. We almost lost a mirror already. So I need to set aside some time to finish getting my computer skill to 8. It's only going to matter... the engine dies. Too heavy for its... Oh, I ran out of fuel in that one tank. So we're out of diesel. We're moving on to JP8. No problem. Let's examine vehicles. Siphon. I can't siphon from moving. We're not really moving. Siphon from there to there. Alright, that's better. So we still got lots of JP8. Yeah, it's a portal storm, but I'm unsure. Yeah, we're right on the road. I'm unsure what the duration is supposed to be on portal storms. Oh, look at that! Watch. It's also gonna have Hack Pro thermal dissipation CBM. That's okay. It's only like one circumstance where I ever care about having it. I'm not likely to go to that place, so Don't need more ID cards. Don't need a doctor's badge. And that is it. So we'll scoop the thermal dis. Other than that, don't really care. You guys gonna chase each other? Migo gonna win? Here, we'll do the really cheesy loot. Oop, not that one. There it is. Hey there, thermal dissipation CBM. How about you go right up into that storage space? I love scooping things up through the floorboards. Super cheesy. Just doing it for demonstration purposes. Nothing else, right? Don't care about what that might be anymore. I don't really care about the rest. Since I didn't rename properly, what are you talking about? I renamed appropriately. I just tend not to refer to that particular item with the actual name. But sure, Zulers Grundle, you can have a shout out. FEMA camp. I don't care about the FEMA camp. Was that a airdrop crate back behind me? It was not. It was not. So we're going that way, and we're up against a river. I hate being up against a river. I also hate driving into an enclosed, forested, or swamped area. Lovely. Lovely. Well, this is a problem. And I am not going across that bridge. Not directly into a city. So, back we go. Now I gotta decide, do we go north or do we go explore out into these fields and hope there's another road network? I think I'm gonna take the fields first. We might end up back on the south side of that city. Yeah, the question marks are going to make it harder for me to see wasps. I already have a hard enough time when I'm maneuvering, trying to spot wasps. Feels like I'm getting some lag, too. More airdrops that are empty. These are always empty, right? I'm not forgetting incorrectly. The ones that aren't sealed, they are always got nothing in them, right? Yeah. Alright, my memory is correct. Which mutations am I looking for? I have no idea. I don't know. The mutagen stuff is going to be so tough to do with this particular challenge. Especially as I stroll out of springtime. If there are any components for mutagens that I need that are only available in spring, we're about to lose access to them. So I'm not sure. We've got a few of the books. We've got all the basics. We can do mutagen, we can do serum, and we can do purifier. So the basics are covered. And we've got a couple of the books for the specialist stuff. I believe we have alpha, and we have a few of the other... Hey, look, we did roll all the way around. Until I raise my applied science skill, it's harder for me to check which ones I can craft. This is a really big town. Shop. Oh, corpse pit right next to town. Lovely. Predators and gluttons. Road probably going to that trailhead. Looks like we're gonna bump up against the other city, which is okay. We've got a little bit of the road network over there at least. Oh, we've got another river to deal with. It's south of it. I'm going to have to cross one of these bridges. I need another radio tower is what I need. Guess technically getting up on a roof would help a bit. Not going to try to get up to the top of the cathedral, I don't think. Let's see if we can get up top here. Fence. Second floor of a house would be good as well. Don't know if this place has a second floor. Don't care. Gargoyle. Let's go back the other way. Is there any other items I'm looking for anymore? Or materials? I think I have everything. Don't think this place has a second floor. And let's grab the flashlight battery. I know I have burned through some of those. Drop the backpack and the chainmail. Climb north. Whoops. I did it again. I constantly do this. I drop my binoculars, then I climb. Oh, man. Where? Binoculars. Climb. That's better. Wasp Queen. Giant Wasp Queen. 7 giant wasps. Tracking me. Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Are these giant wasps? Because I am screwed if those are giant wasps. Oh, crap. I'm down. No. Alright. Tree. So, apparently we have a wasp-infested house up here. You know, because there's not enough wasps. It's not enough that we have wasps in the radio towers and wasps in nests all over the place and just random wasps wandering around doing whatever they feel like. Chainmail back on. Backpack back on. Then we'll check what the map showed us. Alright. Oh, I'm aware. I've demonstrated the climbing on the roof of the vehicle thing a bunch of times. I just don't care at this stage with this particular character. It's not dangerous for this guy to climb things like that. Usually I can find silos or radio towers commonly enough. I think I even... Did I grab the step ladder? Yeah, I even grabbed the step ladder. So I've got one. Just don't care enough. If I become desperate, we could always do it. We got all the materials. Alright, so, I mean, I'm not going deep into the city. No way. Death sentence, nothing's going to be important enough to lure me in. Nothing close to the outer edges I can really take advantage of. But look at this sprawling metropolis. I haven't even seen the center nameplate for this place yet. There's a whole lot of city. I got a similar problem over this way. I can't get to anything that would be of interest to me, and then we're blocked by the forest again. Hey there, large office tower. So, time to go back out this way. I suspect I'm going to get blocked by forests and right on down to the river. Yeah, I haven't seen the wasp basement yet. I've read reports, people have mentioned it, but I have not yet experienced a wasp basement. For myself, that joy is still being withheld from me. Oops, there I go smashing up my mirrors again. Yeah, I got no reason to go look in these houses, so... We'll just keep moving until we find something that's actually interesting. Hey, look at that. Another airdrop. Only a single crate this time. Are airdrop... Anybody know if airdrop crates are on that looted timer? Like certain buildings are? There's always been a chance for them to be empty. This is pretty good for us. We can get to the map at the motel. And it's got a road network. And it's even the one that's fairly easy for me to get in and out of. And I can drive around it. What do we got? Ah, riot control platforms. That makes things a little tougher for me to maneuver. All I want to know is if I can peek through this diagonal, I want to know if there's a map on the edge of the desk right here. So, let's turn the headlights on. See if we can arrange. We've got a Night Stalker has joined the party. Oh, is that a map I see on the edge of the desk? I saw something. Gotta change the angle slightly. There it is. Yep. Got a road map and a tourist guide. So, I want to be able to run in there and grab that and then get out of here without really having to fight much. These guys are a little too close. The Night Stalker is probably the scariest thing so far. Snapper, I'd rather not deal with if I don't have to. But I don't know that I can skid to a halt, get in and get out before these catch up to me. Maybe. It's gonna be awful close. Especially since I have to cross a bunch of spaces of my vehicle, which is horrible. 400, 400, 400. So they're all going to go... So... I shoot a few of them. I don't want to get poisoned, so I'd shoot the bloated, and I'd shoot the snapper. Let go of the controls. Problem now is also going to be spending the time to shoot these guys. Might be able to get them to follow me into the building first. Go to run mode. Grab. And run mode. And they're just going to bang themselves up against the side of the vehicle with no real danger, so I just need to scoot around the front edge here. And they should be golden. Love it when a plan comes together. That's perfect. And we even got a body site. This is quite the crowded little area here. Motel's got a roadblock and a body site all right on top. Good old hatchet. Don't care, don't care. Yep, don't care about any of that. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. We'll stop right up here. I got dazed through the vehicle. I love it when I get dazed through the vehicle. Alright, let's activate our maps. So then throw them away. Can you rename a vehicle? Yep, vehicles can be renamed. There is a rename option. Currently, we are just Humvee. We've had the vehicle renamed in the past. Not this particular one, previous challenges. Alright. Another slime pit, so road network. So we're definitely going to run into this river, because it looks like, yeah, it comes right along below me, and then slants back up again. If we can get across the bridge here, where there's no city directly on the other side that I would be driving into. Who knows? We got another city far south. Does the river split? God, I hate being in the river-infested areas. Well, we got some endpoints real close. We'll check the endpoints. We'll go see if this is navigable. And we'll make decisions from there. All right. M18 to M2... What do you mean M18 to M249? I have an M18? I don't have an M18. How am I going to rename an M18 that I don't have? In a cargo space? If you say, did I? Yeah, I guess I grabbed one M18. Alright, activate. Combat knife. I'm not carrying it with me, though. Right on an item. Now I gotta pick it up. Where that? M18 is southwest of me. Grab. Nope. There. Activate. Combat knife. Right on item. M18. It's a label. M249. My 9mm M249. Alright, back in cargo it goes. I'm not carrying that thing around. A key rebind reward? No. No, I shall not be giving you that power. Come on, radio tower. What is the question marks? There is a portal storm going on, and this is an effect of the portal storm that does not have a graphic associated with it yet. Think of it like portal rain. I already see a wasp, so it's going to be a wasp tower. Yep. Hey there, wasp-infested tower. What a surprise. Totally shocked that you are infested. Alright, let's get away from there. What kind of motel? Same kind? No, this is the other kind. Same kind, actually. Came at it from the backside. I'd only really care if there's like a survivor map. That's well. Speak of the devil. Need solar panels for the Humvee? No thanks. Bows are kind of in a middle position stage at the moment. I really disliked bows, but there have been changes to other systems. Semi-recently, there's now a weak point system for all the well, not all of them. They're incorporating weak points into the zombie types that allow you to bypass their armor and hit them in vital locations to actually do damage, which has the effect of giving back some utility to bows, because too many of the enemies were just 100% resistant, because armor was a single value that affected their pinky toe all the way up to their hair follicles on the top of their head. They had just a flat standard armored value, and they were just impossible to do damage with a huge variety of weapons, no matter where you hit them or how hard you hit them. So with the weak point system implemented, bows have moved back into a little more usable position, but you got to know how to build it right. It's very, very strength dependent, both for what level of bow you're allowed to use, as well as how the damage works. So you just need to know a few things about bows to actually get it to work properly. Alright, I'm just going back through some more chat that I was missing. Do a challenge where you build a vehicle from the ground up. You mean like half a dozen other times where I've done it? Go look at the Noah's Ark challenge if you want to see that. Depending on what you mean by ground up, if you mean like go collect steel nuggets and then smelt them into frames and stuff, absolutely not. That would be intensely boring for everybody, including myself. But yeah, most recent thing I've done in that line is the Noah's Ark challenge, and that was a mammoth behemoth of a challenge, and I am not interested in returning to that type of a thing anytime soon. Whoops. I get there quick enough. Hey, Boomer. You gonna bile me? I don't really care. Well, I sort of care. But only sort of. I think that guy's in front of me. He was, but we avoided him. Alright, another quick in and out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Which one? Which one? Here lies our beloved friend. I don't think that's one of the specialty ones. The saying on the sign isn't pithy enough, or isn't a movie quote, isn't a reference that I can recognize. Maybe it is, but there's about 7 different possibilities for special loot, but there's only like a 4% or 5%, something like that, chance of one of the special loot locations. And it can be identified by the saying on the sign, but I don't have them, I don't know them or memorize them all. So we're not going to worry about it. Plus, we already have the item that we would get, so. Alright, let's get out of here, and then I'll rest up so you guys don't have to listen to the breathing. Alright, keyboard. Settle down. Activate map. Drop map. Get stamina back. Yep, I know there's a proficiency for the bows. Unless you start with them, though, it still takes you a bit of time to get into them. But my point about the strength requirements is more... The proficiency does help, yes, but I intensely dislike, and have disliked from the day it was implemented, which was like the day after 0.E stable got released, the arbitrary... this point at which you were allowed to do damage, because almost all the damage was moved into the crit category, and in order to crit, you had to do it was just a simple mathematical formula. You had to do X amount of damage compared to their total hit points. If you could not achieve X, you could never get a critical hit, period, and never do any real damage. I just really, really hate arbitrary lines drawn where there are huge gameplay consequences, whether you're 1 point on one side of the line or 1 point on the other side of the line. I hate that stuff. I've railed against it every time I've found it in the game, and had a lot of things changed because of my hatred of that. And I just really dislike that kind of a system in a game as complex and layered and so on as we have with Cataclysm. I found it overly deterministic, and really dislike it. And it was pretty much all based on strength when it was initially implemented. The proficiency for the strength drop didn't come in until way, way, way later. So it kind of helps, but you're still pretty much forced, even with that, to play a high strength character, which is fine. I mean, yeah, weak people aren't going to be drawing those great bows or anything like that. All right. Is there a disadvantage to solar panels beyond the time investment? Just better use other fuels. My issue with solar panels is more that the overwhelming... When you get to a point where you're designing a vehicle and you've got the tools, you've got the skills and the materials to build something yourself, and you're at the point where you're going to be able to put solar panels on it, you're already mobile enough, and the huge... and easy to access quantity of storage batteries that have 40,000 charge in them to begin with just makes solar panels totally ridiculously irrelevant. I mean, every once in a while, just stop and swap out the storage battery, and you don't have to worry about constantly breaking your solar panels every time you bump into a rock. The solar panels are very fragile. They're going to be constantly taking damage and breaking. You're going to be constantly having to repair them. Unless you're also throwing shock absorbers on every single space of your vehicle. And even then, you'll probably end up still taking damage to them. But the trickle charge you get from the power is irrelevant. I mean, unless you're playing some super character with all the mods and all the mutations and half of the CBMs in the game, and you've got 6 quad laser rifles firing off the top of your super megamobile, you're just never going to feel the power drain. The only things that'll cause any storage batteries that you've installed to really feel the power drain is heavy laser weapons that are constantly firing, or you're doing a whole lot of sterilizing of CBMs in the thing. My brain is farting at the moment. So there's just nothing that's going to use that much power. There's just no use for it. So why bother? I mean, I've only got 2 in here, and almost all of this energy was depleted by A, either me repairing the entire vehicle when I first built it, or B, me leaving stuff running for days at a time while I'm reading my book, my stereo, and other things. But even if these ever get low, I'll just pull over and yank another storage battery out of a solar car and go on my way. So that's my only issue with it. I mean, if you want to grab them, have fun with them. It's just one of those things where, because the game makes the resource so abundantly available in other concentrated forms, i.e. storage batteries, I could care less about a trickle charge I'm getting from some solar panels. Know an easy way of getting melee training without doing the challenge scenarios now to move to hobbies. Well, you can, there's practice recipes for all that stuff now. So you can go to the practice recipes, and as you can see down here, melee beginner. Melee beginner will get you to 3. That's perfectly fine. And then it's got same thing for bashing. You can actually get bashing up to 4. I don't know if they're planning on going higher. But all the basic combat skills have got practice abilities now. You just have to craft or find an item that will help you with that. So, I mean, anybody can make a cudgel on minute 1, generally, of the game. And you can do the practice action with a cudgel and get your melee up to 3 almost immediately. So the need to spend character build points in some of this stuff, unless you're going for like a particular martial art you want to start out with at pretty high level, you don't really need to. But in experimental, at least, realize anytime I'm talking about stuff like this, I'm always talking about current experimental. You mean for stuff like Flower of Battle, Swordsmanship, and Eskrima? I'm not sure what you mean by for those in particular. I mean, melee is the name of a skill. So, I'm not sure what the question actually is. If you mean beyond these levels, then... I mean, a particular martial art, you have to find the martial art, learn it, and then the martial art has restrictions or has techniques, and you have to meet the technique requirements, which is these basic combat skills, whether it's unarmed combat or melee combat. Those are typically the ones. So you're needing to raise those base skills in order to qualify for like ninjutsu takedown. I'm currently not qualified. I've only got level 3 out of level 5. So in order to raise my unarmed combat, I need to stop chopping things up with my katana and start punching them in the face. The difficulty is that as you advance through the levels, you have to find tougher and tougher opponents. You can't just beat up rats in a basement to keep leveling up your combat skills. It'll top out at a certain point. So you have to constantly be upgrading your quality of opponent as you raise your skills. That's usually where people run into a problem. And there are tricky ways and certain creatures and certain areas or situations you can set up where you can have some fun times, depending on circumstances. What kind of hardware do you have? I list all my hardware on my Twitch page in the Amazon section, the little tool thingy. You can kind of see what I'm running there. I think the only thing I don't list there is my graphics card, because at the time I set that up, there were none available to buy, so I couldn't link to it. But it's a 3080, RTX 3080. But no, it's a fairly high-end system, at least for a year ago. Now it has been superseded by a few things, but it's still pretty high-end. And there's been a lot other chat while I've been trying to answer other chat. Never found manuals for those in the world, even after 1 to 2 in-game years. It depends on your world settings. I mean, the only real places to find those are either dojos or Eric's in the old-style science labs. And the old-style science labs are stupid hard to find nowadays. So yes, the availability of those manuals has decreased dramatically from what it was previously. There's been a lot of secondary consequences to them nerfing the map gen for the old-style science labs. Just a huge number of things are so much harder to do or harder to get now with the old labs being so hard to find. None of the new labs have any of those manuals. So yes, it is actually pretty tough to find those if you're going for any of those side martial arts if you don't start with them. So I guess you better start with them. All right, let's get moving again. What was I doing? We were driving lumberyard. I don't care about a lumberyard. Vehicle is in good shape. So, well, yeah, back to my battery thing. I mean, I'll never use this power unless I install the item to sterilize the autoclave. I'll just never end up using this power. So no point to putting solar panels on the vehicle. And I passed dozens and dozens of solar vehicles. Oh, did the Humvee get renamed? I saw chatter about it maybe happening, but did it actually happen? Message highlights. I saw Bimdurian talking about a rename, but I didn't see it actually go through. Weird. Let me check something. 1 second. Can't check that from that screen. Alright, that's where I can see it. Yeah, I just gotta go check a different screen that I don't normally have open so I can easily see the renames. So, I do see. 6 minutes ago, rename Humvee to Peel P50. What the hell is a Peel P50? You one of them foreigners? What's a Peel P50? I'm not much of a car guy, but what the hell is that? Rename. So, Peel P50. There you go. We are now driving around in a Peel P50. And if anybody asks me, I will tell them I don't have any idea what that is. Check my link. You're a stranger. Stranger danger. I don't click on links from strange people I meet on the internet. You crazy? World's smallest car? I don't think this is the world's smallest car. That's false representation. I had my world's smallest car. My little friend. My little mule friend. Laser Death Cart. That's what it was. It's a Wikipedia link, it's safe. Oh, so when I get the dozen emails a day that want me to log into my Wells Fargo account, I should click on those links because it's safe. Nobody could ever spoof a wiki link. No thanks. Oh, YouTube. Yeah, we're really gonna have to hope we make it across this bridge. What happened to Medieval Dynasty? I ended up having to take a break from a few other things I was doing. And Medieval Dynasty's on that list. I'm really not feeling the love for Medieval Dynasty, though. So, it's probably going to go on the permanent hiatus list. There's just nothing in particular about it. It doesn't do any one thing really well that keeps me interested. It has no economy. Money is irrelevant. It has no challenge to stay alive. It has no decent combat system. Nothing to fight, really, other than a few bandits, apparently. There's just nothing in particular about it that engages me in any way and gives me any feeling of I'm actually accomplishing something. It's giving me more of a feel like I ended up with Vintage Story, where it's a leisure activity more than a game. You can go into this world and you can do these things, but there's no real point to doing them. There's no challenge to doing them. It's not difficult in any way. So that's unfortunately where I was heading, opinion-wise, with Medieval Dynasty. So it does what it does okay, but it doesn't excel at anything in particular. And the NPCs drive me nuts as well. The juvenile humor that's written into the NPC dialogue and stuff. Yeah, we got another roadblock. Technically, I could get past that. Plus, we're up on the second level, so we just got a map update. Franz Coast. I haven't used that other map yet. Let's stop here for a second. Or did I? Did I use the map? I can't remember. Yeah, I did use it. All right. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with Medieval Dynasty, unfortunately. It's all just pretty generic, and there's just nothing there that was really giving me any kind of a challenge. I was hopeful that the village management stuff would, but it's just a whole bunch of time and a whole bunch of clicking, and there's still not really any kind of challenge there. So no, I probably won't be continuing there. I've got a few other games that I'm going to start hopping into this weekend. So keep an eye out. I'll be doing some other things. But I likely won't be returning or continuing to that one. These roads don't really connect very well. I'm just debating whether I want to try to cross this. I guess I should. So, the only thing you have to watch out for here is the landmines kind of in this spot right here. So it's easy enough to just kind of work your way around, and usually, depending on circumstances. Sometimes the map messes with you. Maybe I should grab some stuff off that Humvee first, though. Assuming the dragonflies don't come and eat me. Hey, everything's flying west. Watching my mini-map. All the critters are going west. Are the squirrels being chased by the dragonflies? Is that what's going on there? I guess squirrels are faster than dragonflies. That was interesting. So, lots more JP8. I've still got almost 2 full tanks, so we don't care about that. Look at this nice Humvee, though. Look at this glorious, glorious Humvee. It's got the wheels. It's got a good engine with no faults. It's got a ton of gas. It's got a perfect battery. Alternator's in perfect shape. This is a beautiful Humvee. Man. It took me like, what, 30 hours or so to find the Humvee I'm in now, and we had to fix the hell out of it to get it moving. And here they're just laying them around. Ah, another USB drive. Antiseptic. I'm good. We got enough. Rucksacks. Another UX ballistic vest. No, the only thing I wanted to look at, I wanted to grab... What do I want to grab? I just wanted to grab a few items real quick. Let's yank off some plating, just in case. Whoops. Ignore? Every time I hit that, I end up getting stabbed to death. So we got 2 of those. Not worried about the wheels. You got headlights? Yeah, we'll grab the reinforced headlights. And that might be it. Most everything else I can source pretty easily. Should I move the Humvee? I'm not sure I can squish through that tiny space we've got there. Let's move the Humvee. Okay, Transcoast Logistics, surrounded by swamp. At some point, we're gonna have to go back into one of these. I can see the turret from here, can I? Youch. Oh wait, that's a roadblock turret. I thought I was seeing the turret from inside the Transcoast. I was like, what? I hope I'm not close enough to get shooted by that. 50 and hostile. I think I am close enough to get shot by that. Stop. Back up quickly. I forget the exact range on these things. Well, that's a bit of a problem. I might be able to scoot around that on the south side here, but we might get forced out that direction. Yeah. Usually these kinds of roadblocks do have a chance to have an M2. So that would be the longest range, the Modlist 50 cal. So we want to be super cautious if we do try to go south of that. Let's get a little further back. No, I can't even remotely get to that. It's actually tucked in right there. So, we definitely can't go there. Here I was worried about getting across the bridge, which was a good thing to worry about, but it's a secondary terrain feature that is going to prevent us from going down that road. Yes, I could deal with that a couple of ways, but no reason to. Although I will poke my nose up and investigate if there's an M2 up here, because possible it'd be worth killing the M2 to get the belt of ammo, so we could stick it in our Humvee here. I am a bit desperate for a belt of 50 cal. We haven't come across any other APC. Whoops. Where? In the forest, are they? Any items? Clean rollerblades. I've already got those. I don't think there's any items in there I care about. No, not a body site I care about. Grab some wheels. I thought about adding some wheels because the off-road capabilities are pretty bad. That'd be the only reason I'd grab them. I almost never lose wheels on the Humvee. The wheels are really tough compared to things like headlights and that kind of an item. Really hard to lose wheels. That is a long bridge. Go ahead and circle back. Nah, saving linkages? Hell no. Blah. That is too close to reloading ammo. Security van, right? Yeah, don't care about a security van. Now you can't repair tires with just super glue? Really? I don't think I have any damaged ones. Everything's already repaired. It's not going to let me check. I'll have to take your word for it. I so rarely take damage to the wheels that I notice anyway. Usually I just R my way through. Alright, we gotta be a little cautious here. We got a bunch of animals and potentially a 50 cal ahead of me. I'm a little worried. Is my vision range being cut down any? Because I don't want to just get instantly shot. Nope, just an M249. Alright, so no M50. Or no 50 cal, that is. No M2. That's too close to a bunch of nonsense for me to investigate that transcoast. Come on, game. They sure do like their transcoast currently. Apparently they want to make sure everybody gets a chance to experience the transcoast and give some feedback. We got a parking lot with shark brutes, among other things. And now we got a roadblock. Well, what a friendly area they have here. You gonna kill me with your aluminum can? Improvised shelter. I have to chop the tree trunks up, or maybe I could inch my way around if I knocked those two trees down. Smash that. I don't know. That cuts me off without some hassle from this, but we've still got south we can check out. Yeah, the bone plate will get rid of them pretty easily. Look out, Feral. We're unfortunately at an odd stage of the game where I already have most of everything I need, and I just need to find... I need the map gen to stop messing with me. That's... yeah, not a cave. It's Survivor Camp. I have never once ever in the history of my playing the game and loaded ammo or... oh wait, this is a research facility. Well, that is sort of helpful. Hey there, Caustic Soldier and Kevlar Zombie. Do we have the start of a blob apocalypse yet? Doesn't look like it. I don't know how many research facilities I have in my pain threshold, though. Last time I looked into it, I don't believe you could reassemble belts. Maybe reload them? I don't know. Nothing I've ever bothered with, but I believe I remember there was some kind of an issue where you really couldn't do that kind of thing. 4 Woodland Whites. They're off to the races. Chase me this way, Woodland Whites. Get away from the research facility. Let's actually head southeast. Other body sites.